What a Wednesday it's been. It's been extremely eventful today, I have to say. And we're not done yet. On the couch with me right now is Fadesaye Olateru-Olagbegi. Now, she is an actress, she's a filmmaker. She's been seen on shows and films like Itura, which, by the way, bagged the Best Series Award at the just concluded AMVCA's 2024. We have Bleach, Baby Farm, Reverb, Journey to Blue. You know what? The list goes on. It's great to have you in the studio.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now, I have to say, this outfit you're wearing, I just wish it was my size right now. This is beautiful. It's a lovely jacket.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And, of course, it goes with that smile. Yeah. I see what the casting director saw. But you need to tell us about this journey. How did this journey begin in the film industry?
In the filming, okay, so let me take you to like way back.
Okay.
So I was in GS2, I think.
Okay.
And then typically I dance. Like that's what I do like in school for extracurricular. So on this particular day, like we weren't having rehearsals, so I just went and sat with the drama like team. So I just sat there, and they were casting for a new production. And so they're trying to, you know, find people.
Yeah.
They told people to come out and just do their thing, and then they weren't getting what they wanted.
Okay.
And I felt as though they didn't understand what the seniors in charge were asking them to do. So imagine me now, picture me.
In JS2.
Yes, 11-year-old, and I just went.
Seniors are.
Exactly, I just went there. I was like, okay, so I think what the senior is trying to say is, when your husband comes inside, you.
Oh, wow.
I just did the whole thing, and then they were like, okay. So you're playing the part. I was like, no, no, senior, please, I'm not in this club. That was how it was. Like,
wow.
I stumbled on acting. I feel like acting found me.
Aww.
And so, yeah.
That is like the most endearing start to a, what we can call a career now. This is a career path. And you've always keyed into it, or it's called you. But then there's a long space of time from then till now.
Yes.
But what exactly did you end up studying?
I did mass comm, actually.
Oh,
I was going to be a broadcaster. This was what I was going to do. And then it was like, oh, okay. Yeah, my dream just started to change into...
Okay. But let's talk about support from family, though. Yeah?
Yes.
Was that on the high level or somewhere in the middle?
At the beginning.
Okay.
At the beginning, it was like, I wasn't even comfortable like telling my family that I act, just because, I don't know, it was... And my mom was also scared. You know, she felt like, oh, this is not like a stable enough career, especially at the beginning.
Sure.
But at the same time, she could see that this was what this child was all about. Like, I was either acting in my room, like doing monologues, just doing my thing, going for auditions. So that, like, encouraged her to encourage me, just like watching me. I just started to show her that, you know what, I'm going to do this. And then now she's my biggest supporter, my mom.
So now you've obviously started from the love of acting itself. But then once you act and you know you're good at what you do, then you meet the industry and what the industry represents and what the industry is. Did you have any second thoughts?
Oh, yes, I did. I feel like structure-wise, we can do so much better as an industry. But I always ask myself, I'm like, are these challenges like enough, you know, to make you take a sit back? And then no, usually the answer is no. I'm like, okay, I guess we're just going to roll with it and try to make better choices.
Try to make better choices. That's a sentence I want to write on right now, because there must be, you know, something that keeps you going, you know. There must be like a guidebook, something that keeps pushing you along. Do you have a mentor or someone that you look up to that keeps spurring you on?
I wouldn't say mentor, but you know, there's people that I would love to share the screen with. The list is endless. I mean,
you have to give us names now.
Okay, off the top of my lips right now, I would say Will Smith. Will Smith is like an all-time fave.
Wow.
Will Smith.
You went there.
Yeah.
all the way to the top. Well, he's seen adversity. He has seen a lot in his...
He has.
Yeah.
As a person and in his career, I know he has. I follow his story a lot. There's also Kiki Palmer.
Okay,
Oh, love her. I got to meet her, though.
You did?
Yes.
Okay, just me.
Okay, so this was in the thick of COVID.
Okay.
right? So, you know, all shows went virtual. Everything was on Zoom.
Exactly.
And so she was hosting this show. It was a show where they have like guest hosts. So it's like every week the host is different. So she was hosting. And then they had posted, like a few days later, she had tweeted at me.
Okay.
And my aunt retweeted and was like, Kiki Palmer just tweeted at my niece, and now the whole house is off because homegirl thinks she has arrived.
Okay.
So a few days later, the producers of that show were like, oh, if you're interested in being on this show, leave a comment. And then the show was hours ago, so there were already 400 comments. I'm like, they're not going to see mine.
Wow.
So then I was just like, okay. And then I said, oh, Kiki Palmer tweeted at me a few days ago, and I told her I was going to frame it. Wow. And then they were like, wow, sounds like a work of art. Next thing I know, her production team is emailing me. And I got to be on this show, and I got to sing with Kiki Palmer. It was crazy.
Wow. Okay. So now we've delved into another space here. You started with dancing.
Yes.
Eventually you were acting, and now you're singing. You sang.
No,
with
well,
Kiki Palmer?
I'm not singing, but I mean, I could.
You can hold a note.
I could hold a note.
Yeah. What is the latest project you're working on right now?
Currently, I'm in post-production for my first short film that I co-produced.
Okay.
And also, like, something else I can't really talk about, but it's with,
It's
big,
right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. With who?
With Film 4.
Okay.
Which is like, I think the streaming platform of Channel 4 UK.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Amazing. So, okay, is it a lead, sub-lead? Is it on production? Where
I
are
was
you?
Supporting.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, but you tell us first, right? At TVC, you tell us first.
Maybe when the camera is
All right then. So let's talk about your short film.
Okay.
What's the short film about, as quickly as possible?
So we have Bleach.
Okay.
It's not my film, but I got to feature in it. It's Vistanium's first short film.
Okay.
And it's about a teenage girl, Juwon Williams, who has dreams of becoming a broadcaster.
Interesting.
And so when it's time for her to go to uni, she starts to experience like conflicting emotions. And that kind of leads her to take a decision. And so the story just walks us through how that decision affects her and her loved ones.
I like the way you said a decision. We don't exactly know what that decision
Yeah,
is.
I can't give it away.
You're not letting the cat out of the bag yet, but from everything you've said, how your journey has gone, I have a feeling it's going to be such an amazing production.
Thank you so much.
And honestly, telling real stories has a major impact on society as a whole. There are a lot of young people watching and looking up to you right now because you're, speaking their mind, telling their stories. So we're definitely going to be looking out for that one. We have
Bleach.
We have Bleach?
Yes.
Okay. All right. It's not established.
No. We just have it.
We just have it.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. We have food in the kitchen. Our chef has been working quite hard on something special. Let's go have a bite.
Period.
All right.